You open your phone. There's a new message. You're excited. You want to reply fast. But then your brain freezes. Your fingers start typing something like, "Hello, I hope you're doing well. I am fine. Thank you." You look at it. You sigh. You know it sounds wrong. You sound like a customer service robot from 2008. But you hit send anyway and immediately regret everything. Welcome to Monday English Podcast, where we teach you how to stop sounding like a lost textbook and start texting like an actual person. This episode is for anyone who's ever written "Dear Friend" in a chat and then wondered why the conversation died. If you've ever spent 15 minutes writing one sentence in English, this one's for you. Today, we're talking about how to fix your texting game in English. Because, yes, there is a problem. And no, it's not just your spelling. It's the whole typing like you're writing a school essay thing. We'll start with text messages are not job interviews, where we'll break your habit of using robot English. Then we'll move to stop overthinking. Start typing, because honestly, the more you think, the worse it gets. Finally, sound like you, not Google Translate, because your voice matters. Even in text, this is not about using slang just to sound cool. It's about sounding alive. It's about writing the way you actually talk, and not like you're writing a very sad email to your boss. So go ahead, open your last English chat. If it makes you cringe, good. That means you're ready to change. Let's start. Segment 1 is waiting. And spoiler alert, we're burning the phrase, "I am fine, thank you," forever. You text your crush, "Would you like to participate in a recreational activity this weekend?" They reply, "Huh?" You stare at your screen. You feel confused, maybe even a little hurt. But let's be honest, you kind of deserve that, huh? Because nobody under the age of 80 speaks like that. You didn't text your crush. You sent them a job interview email. And English texting is not the place for that. Welcome to the segment where we fix this. Today, we're tearing up your formal equals correct belief. Because sounding like a robot may feel safe, but it also makes you sound weird. And in texting, weird doesn't mean funny. It means unreadable. Let's begin with tone. Real texting sounds like real speech. That means contractions, slang, and casual grammar. For example, instead of "I will be arriving late," a normal person says, "I'm gonna be late." The word "gonna" is short for "going to." It's fast, casual, and yes, completely okay to use in messages. Same for wanna. It means want to. Like, do you want to hang out later? See? Still English, just relaxed. Now let's talk about dead words. You know them. The ones that keep showing up in your texts like ghosts from your English textbook. I am fine. It is very good. Okay. These words are polite, yes, but also completely flat. They kill the conversation. Imagine your friend sends you a meme and you reply, "Okay." That's not polite. That's cold. That's one step away from "I never want to speak to you again." You think you're being nice, but you sound like you hate joy. So what do real people say instead? They say things like, kinda, which means a little bit, like "I'm kinda busy right now." They say meh, which means not so great. How was the movie? Meh, it was okay. They say cool for nice or okay. They say IDK, which means I don't know. They say wanna, gotta, burb, lol. Let's break those down. Gotta means have to. I gotta go now. Burb means be right back. Lol means laugh out loud, but people also use it to make a message sound soft or friendly. For example, "I forgot my lunch, lol." No one is really laughing, but it makes the message feel more relaxed. Another popular one is, hey. Yes, just hey. It's short, casual, and friendly. Hey, how's it going is more natural than hello, how are you today? One feels like a real person. The other feels like your dentist reminding you to floss. So why do so many learners text like a 1985 instruction manual? Because you were taught that polite equals perfect. That clear grammar equals good grammar. But here's the twist. In texting, too much grammar is a red flag. It's like showing up to a beach party in a full tuxedo. Technically correct. Socially awkward. Now here's the sarcastic truth. Texting like the Queen won't make you sound smart. Just outdated. No one is impressed that your message has perfect punctuation. They just wonder why it feels like a government letter. So here's what I want you to do. Go back and find one message you sent in English, rewrite it, make it shorter, make it friendlier, use contractions, maybe add a lol if you're feeling bold. And if it makes you cringe, perfect. That means it's working. Next, we're moving on to the part where your brain ruins everything. You overthink, you rewrite, you panic and never hit send. But don't worry, we're gonna break that habit too. Let's go. You open your phone, you see a message, you want to answer, your fingers move, then stop. You think too much, you delete your sentence, type again, delete again. You spend 15 minutes writing, "Hi, how are you?" And in the end, you don't send anything. That's not learning English, that's running in circles, and it's time to break that habit. Let's get one thing clear. Real-time texting is messy. And that's okay. People make mistakes. People type fast. They miss letters. They hit the wrong button. It happens. But you write like it's an exam. You want every message to be perfect. You forget one important rule. This is not the IELTS writing test. This is your phone. It's your friend. It's a quick chat, not a speech. You don't need perfect grammar. You need confidence. You need flow. You need to sound like someone who knows how to talk, even if it's short, fast, and full of slang. For example, you can say yep instead of yes. It's friendly and relaxed. You can say nah for no, like nah, I'm good. You can say probs, which means probably. Are you coming later? Probs. These words are short, simple, real. Here's another one. No worries. It means don't worry or it's okay. Like when someone says, "Sorry, I'm late," you can reply, "No worries." It's soft, easy, not a big deal. People also say sup, short for what's up. It means how are you, but cooler. And yes, we all know you for you. You've seen it, you've ignored it. But guess what? It's common, and no one's gonna call the grammar police. Arly is also normal. It means really. For example, Arly? That's crazy. One more, though. It means though. It's often used at the end of a sentence, like, it was hard, good practice, though. Texting is fast. People don't care about full sentences. They care about your message. Are you fun? Are you friendly? Are you real? If the answer is yes, then you're doing fine. If your answer is let me check my grammar book first, then we need to talk. Because here's the sarcastic truth. You've spent more time choosing emojis than actually writing your reply. Stop editing your texts like you're writing a novel. You're not Shakespeare. You're just trying to say, "I'm tired," without turning it into a paragraph. Trust your gut. If it feels natural, send it. If it feels stiff, fix it. Read it out loud. If it sounds like something you'd say in real life, you're good. Here's something else. Responding to hey with greetings, hope you are well, is not normal. It's weird. It feels cold, like you copied it from a letter to your boss. Nobody wants to text with someone who sounds like Google Docs wrote it. Drop the fake formal tone. It doesn't make you polite. It makes you distant. So how do you stop overthinking? You act fast. You keep your sentences short. You type how you talk. Don't sit there editing every word. Don't delete your message 10 times. Just type it. Read it once, press send, and move on with your life. You'll make mistakes. So what? Everyone does. Even native speakers, especially native speakers. You think they care about grammar while texting? They don't. They care about the vibe. Here's your tiny action task. Text someone in English right now, even if it's just, "Yo, what's up?" Don't wait. Don't plan. Just send it. And now let's talk about how to make your messages sound like you, not Google Translate with a tie on. Let's go. Your friend texts you, "That movie was crazy." And you reply, "Yes, the film was very interesting and enjoyable." You didn't answer like a person. You answered like a school book. Congratulations. You just killed the vibe. Your message was clean, polite, and completely dead inside. This is what happens when you don't trust your voice in English. You try to be safe, but safe is boring. Safe is cold. Safe is not how people talk to friends. Let's be real. If you want to sound human when texting, you need emotion. You need personality. You need to stop writing like a grammar app and start texting like, well, you. That means using small words that show feeling. For example, It means something is annoying or tiring, like, I forgot my keys again. Or, Monday. You don't need a big sentence. One word is enough. Here's another one. It means you're happy. Yay. Yay, I passed my test. It's short, simple, and real. People also say "no" with extra O's when they're sad or surprised. Like, "No, I dropped my phone." That's how we text emotion. That's how we make our messages sound alive. It's not about being correct. It's about being you. Next up, haha. You know it. Everyone knows it. It means you're laughing or smiling a little. It can also make your message feel soft. Like, "I'm so late, haha." It's not a joke. It's just not serious. And that matters. It shows you're relaxed. That's how friends talk. Not, "I deeply regret my delay." Just, traffic, haha. Want to sound shocked or confused? Try "what?" Yes, with extra T's. What? You met Taylor Swift? That's how we exaggerate. That's how we make text feel like speech. Same with yikes. It means something is bad or uncomfortable. Like, yikes? Yikes, I forgot the deadline. It's short, but full of feeling. Now here's a favorite. It's soft. It means something is cute or sweet. That's so nice. You can't say that with very beautiful. It's not the same. It's not alive. Another one is smsh. It means shaking my head. You use it when something is silly or disappointing. He forgot again? Smsh. Here's the deal. When you add words like these, you bring your text to life. You sound like someone with a mood. You stop sounding like Google Translate. And honestly, that app has no tone, no feeling, no flavor. It's clean, but it's boring. You can't copy its voice because it doesn't have one. Now let's go deeper. Your real voice is not just slang. It's the way you talk. It's your rhythm, your favorite words, the way you say when you're tired, or yay when you get snacks. You have a voice in your native language. So why do you lose it in English? Here's a little trick. Borrow tone from your language. Just don't translate the words. Translate the feeling. For example, if you usually say something funny or silly in your language, try to do the same in English. Even if the words are different, your vibe can stay. Don't kill your personality just because you're using English. Another smart trick, mix a little of your own slang if the person you're texting knows your language too. It makes your messages more fun. It's not a rule, but it works. And it feels more like you. English doesn't have to erase you. It should include you. And if you're tired of typing, use voice messages. Seriously. They are a gift. When your fingers are slow and your brain is faster, just press record. Say what you feel. "Hey, I'm tired but I miss you" is 10 times better as a voice message than a long text full of perfect grammar. Voice messages are natural. Less stress. More connection. Texting is not about showing your best English. It's about showing your real self in English. You don't need to be clever. You don't need to sound like a dictionary. You need to be clear, warm, and human. That's it. Now here's your sarcastic reality check. If your goal is to impress your friends by sounding like a polite language robot, congrats. You already nailed it. But if you actually want people to text you back, maybe it's time to be less perfect and more you. Here's your tiny task. Send one voice message in English today. Just say, "Hey, I'm alive." That's enough. Coming up next, we're going full honesty mode. Why your fear of being wrong is what's making you sound the most wrong. Let's talk. Oh, you still think your texts need to be perfect? Cute. You're out here deleting one word 20 times like you're editing a novel. It's a text message, not your master's thesis. You're trying so hard to be correct, you forgot to be human. Guess what? Nobody types greetings and salutations unless they're writing from the 1800s or pretending to be a wizard. Let me tell you the truth. Native speakers mess up all the time. They type te instead of the. They forget commas. They use the wrong your. And you know what happens? Nothing. The conversation still works. People still reply. No one blocks them. But you freeze because your sentence doesn't feel ready. You stare at the screen until your confidence dies. And all for what? A perfectly shaped sentence no one even reads twice? Even your English teacher, yes, your teacher, types lol OKTX when they're tired. Because that's how people speak when they stop trying to sound perfect and just start being real. That's how texting works. Fast. Messy. Honest. You can't fake your way through a conversation if you're too scared to begin one. Here's the real issue. You're not afraid of texting. You're afraid of being wrong. But your fear of wrong is making you sound worse. You text like you're scared of being found out. And that fear, it's louder than any grammar mistake. It's the reason your messages feel cold, safe, lifeless. You sound more natural when you're tired than when you're trying. Think about that. When you're tired, you just say what you mean. You don't overthink it. You're real. And that's when your English actually works. Not because it's perfect, but because it's you. So stop treating texting like a language test. Treat it like what it is. A chance to connect. A way to speak. A small moment to be understood. Let it be ugly. Let it be fast. Let it be honest. Because that's what real conversation looks like. And you deserve to be in one. Here's your task. Reply to one English message today without deleting a single word. Just one. No edits. No panic. Just type it. Send it. And now, let's wrap this up with a plan that you can actually stick with. So after all this, what have we learned? That your English isn't broken. It's just wearing a very uncomfortable suit. You've been dressing it up for job interviews when all it wants is a hoodie and some fries. You've spent so much time trying to sound correct, you forgot how to sound real. But now you know better. Texting isn't about big words or perfect grammar. It's about being understood. It's about showing up, one messy message at a time. We talked about killing the job interview tone. You don't need to say, "Would you like to participate in a recreational activity this weekend?" when "wanna hang out?" works just fine. We reminded you that people type fast, with typos, with slang, with feeling. That probs, nah, and sup are not wrong. They're alive. And most importantly, we gave you permission to sound like you. Because that's the only voice that matters. And yes, you will still mess up sometimes. You'll say sheet when you meant something else. You'll write new with too many O's. You'll laugh at your own texts and then cringe 5 seconds later. That's good. That means you're not stuck anymore. That means you're actually using your English instead of hiding behind it. Real talk? If your excuse is still, "but I just want to be polite," let's be honest. You don't want to be polite. You want to be perfect. And that's not the same thing. Because being real is not rude. It's brave. It's how connection starts. And you're ready for that, even if your brain says you're not. So here's your tiny action task. Send one real English message today. Short, casual, human. Just one. And then do it again tomorrow. Not to be perfect, just to be present. That's how fluency starts. Not with books, but with brave little messages. If this episode helped you feel a little braver, a little louder, or a little more human, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with that one friend who still texts like they're applying for a visa. Or send it to yourself. Future, you will thank past you for finally loosening up. And yes, we'll be back next Monday. Still tired, still sarcastic, still pushing you to speak, text, and live in English like it actually belongs to you. Because it does. You're not a bot. You're not a textbook. You're a real person with a real voice. So use it. Subscribe to Monday English Podcast so you don't miss the next nudge, roast, or weirdly honest truth that helps you grow. See you next time. And please, for all our sakes, no more I am fine, thank you, ever.